So let's get right into it. I was on this video and this young man, and I think he was gay. He seemed like he was gay. And he was talking about how black men, black American men, are not successful in marriage, not with their own women, not with white women, and probably not with other races of women. And he went on to break down the percentages and then compared these high percentages like between black women and white men marriages, which percentage wise, according to what he showed, was very, very much more positive than the successful relationships and marriage between us and our own men. Now, I've heard those stats before. I've heard them from Dr. Umar, and I've heard them in other places. Okay, we all do know about the gender wars and things of that nature. We are privy to the videos of people like La Brittany and other people, mostly women, mostly black women, but not all. I've seen videos by white women and white men talking about black men and their attitudes and success rates and as being a father and a husband, lover, or boyfriend or whatever, and you know, and just overall the overall situation surrounding black American men concerning a lot of stereotypes and a lot of things that are actually true concerning our men. So I have a theory. But before I go there, I want to talk to specifically American, black American women when it comes to black men. Now, I agree that we should be telling the women, our women and our young women, how to protect themselves, how to spot and just accept that, you know what, this is a red flag, okay, and just accept it for what it is so they won't become a victim. All right, I'm not against that at all, but at the same time, all these hooker type videos, the first date you go out, you know, first time you go out with a man, coming from black women, so that reflects on black men. If he ain't giving you no money, if he ain't trying to do something for you or getting your nails done or something like that, or some stupid dumb prostitute 304 shit, he ain't worth your time and all that. That needs to go out the door. Now, of course, as a woman, you are supposed to look for a man with means. You don't want to be so willing and open to dating men who have not gotten their stuff together. That's just for you personally. All right. You want to test a man. You want to test his temper. You want to know what his childhood was like, his aspirations and stuff like that. You want to be careful. All right, because what's happening today between men and women, but you need to stop all this. I kind of feel like it boils down to bullying black men, particularly online. Okay, you ain't this and that, and if you ain't got this and that and all that. All right, so you need to just stop it. You just need to know what to look for in in a man, not just a black man, any man that's in your face, you better try to find out as much about him as possible before you allow yourself to see him as a potential mate, boyfriend, or, whatever. All right. A potential boyfriend or husband or whatever. You want to know, like I said, as women, you have to protect yourself. Okay. So that's neither here or there. All right. So when I hear these things and I look at my own experiences and I look back at the experiences that I observed between black men and black women growing up all my life. All right. And then I look at what's happening today. And I must say that I have never seen the hostility that our men have for our women and children. I've never seen it. I've never heard of our men killing us like they're killing us today. I never heard of it. And in the way they talk, they can't stand the kids. Just got a lot of hang-ups. They're super mad because, yeah, I had relations with you, but I wasn't trying to form no family with you. Here you are pregnant. You don't want to believe. You ain't gonna want to believe the amount of women who end up 6 feet under just because they are pregnant, or because even after the baby, even now you wouldn't believe it. So as women, black women, I'm specifically talking to you, but any women can get something out of this. You better leave black men alone. Just let them be cordial, say hi, and go about your way. Go about your business. Watch what you say, because a lot of things that our men are suffering from, most of it is coming from without our community. All right. They go through a lot of microaggressions in society. Most of the racism is directed towards them. They have been literally economically castrated. They are the only men in America where their woman makes more than them. All these things are bearing down on their consciousness, all right, and their ability to cope. And then they have to deal with not only societal disdain and vitriol. A lot of them go home and they don't get the love and support and the discipline and boundaries that they need. They're either abused, neglected, or they're either made to be the man, expected to be the man of the family and stuff like that. I grew up with that. I saw that when it didn't go good at all. You know what? I'm just going to be honest. I see a lot of war in the hearts of Black American men. I see it in the way that they deal with each other. I see it in the way that they deal with us. Okay, they got a lot of war in them. So my theory, and it sounds crazy, I don't know, but I kind of feel like things are happening like this because I'm just gonna be honest. He didn't do that to himself. He didn't economically castrate himself. He didn't stereotype himself. He didn't make everybody, around just like him. That was not his doing. But now he has this. Most of them, not all our men, but even a lot of them, even though they don't display it violently, you just have this energy in you that makes you want to fight. Okay? But you have never been taught who you're supposed to be fighting. You never have been taught who was your enemy. Okay? How to spot an enemy, how to deal with an enemy. So all this aggression, all this fighting energy, all this war is directed to people who it shouldn't be directed to. You know what? I don't think that we should be expecting black men to be family men, and I'm gonna have this baby for you and you're gonna be all right, or I'm gonna make you use that child as a weapon. No, this is not the time for that, because you might end up on the other side of the rainbow. I kind of feel like black men really aren't supposed to be focusing on getting married and having children and all that fantasy and romantic stuff. That's not what he's supposed to be focused on. Y'all are supposed to be focused on war, preparing for war, learning the art of war, and knowing who the hell your enemies are. Okay, I have heard so many black men throughout the years say, black women are our enemy because this, that, and the third. You are lost. You are lost. You're not supposed to be focusing on none of the stuff that we want you to do. I'm sorry, women. I hate to say this. They're supposed to be preparing to fight. Supposed to be learning guerrilla warfare. They might be able to do a little something here and there for you and the family and the kids, but they're not supposed to trying to be in the house. They got other things to do. And that's why they're right now, they're just not making great boyfriends and husbands and fathers. Now, before y'all come in on this video talking shit, I know that there are quite a lot of black men who are great fathers and mates to their wives, and great boyfriends, sons, brothers, uncles, cousins. I know. But I'm talking about the overall spirit and energy. You ain't supposed to be focused on that, brothers. You're supposed to be focused on fighting. But first, you got to find out who your enemies are. And so a lot of them look like you. And when I say they look like you, not necessarily are they you. Some of them are, but a lot of them, they are not you. You know they're not you. They don't come from here, but they look like you. You got a lot of things to do. You need to be learning the art of war. Not let no woman try to pull you into, you got to be a father and my man and stuff like that. If you can make that work, fine. But women sisters, you got to release black men to an extent and understand what's going on. Actually, we've all been in war. We've been in war for over 500 years. 500 years. And we're still in war today. And we've been fighting like hell. We lost battles. We won some. I've been studying them. Study the military history if you want to learn Black American history. You got to study. You got to start with that military history. The Buffalo Soldiers, the regiments, the 54th Regiment. We had so many regiments before, during, after the Civil War, because we've been warring against the most militaristic people probably that the world has ever known. Now, you always been in war, and I'm gonna say we've done a pretty good job operating, but we're not. It's getting to the point where, well, we're more on the losing end, and we have let our guard down. Brothers, you're not supposed to be focusing on trying to be that romantic man on a white horse saving a woman, and and manifesting her fantasy. You're not supposed to be doing that. When we decide, we ain't gonna decide, the war is gonna come to you, sit right there in your face. You're gonna have to fight. You have to fight. We're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have a lot of casualties, but once this is over, because this empire is falling, then we can focus on building. We can focus on our relationships. We can focus on marriage and family and children. But we gotta fight this war first. So I just wanted to say that. So sisters, just lay off the brothers. Lay off of them. Leave them alone. Don't try to help them. Stop trying to help them. You can encourage them every once in a while, but stop trying to help them. And stop being disrespectful. Watch your mouth. Learn to walk away. Even if you have to cry, just walk away or don't be there in the first place. It's time for war.